Were I to ambush a mark, this ravine would be perfect.
Creeping little flies. Go back! Get out of my realm!
Ambush! Crawling into our business.
ready!
Whatever happened here, it was a massacre.
Whatever happened to him?
voice. It wouldn't stop. It just wouldn't stop. It was like razors in my brain. I thought it sounded familiar, but different. I can't quite remember.
What am I doing here? I thought I was in the cave.
The dwarf looks around in confusion, quietly talking to itself. It seems oblivious to you.
I swear, I should have expected nothing less. They wander across a tragedy, and how do they spend their time? Gawking at the dead like they're nothing more than a sack of cloth and flesh to be looted. Bloody parasite. Wait, can you see me? Elves, teeth. How'd you manage that?
The dwarf's eyes narrow, and he squares his shoulders. His hand seems to instinctively drop to his waist.
That a fact. And here I thought our darling Bishop Alexander was the only one. So God-woken are powerful, eh? Powerful enough to control minds? To force brothers to draw steel against each other? Well, someone out there can. As sure as the sea's wet. We were doing some work round these parts. Smuggling, stealing, removing the odd witness. You know, bread and butter stuff. We were sitting here, eating, drinking, telling tales, when some of the lads, their eyes turned black as pitch. Next thing I know, my best mate's buried his dagger in my gut, and there's void woken everywhere you look. Them that didn't die were carried off to the cave. Might be I was the lucky one, lying there, bleeding out. Was the day I'd have to cut you just for asking. Don't suppose it makes much of a difference now.
The bard clears his throat, as though to continue, but suddenly stops short.
The entrance is through the ruins over yonder. For all the good it will do you. Might be swarming with void woken by now. Kind words. But there ain't none that'll undo what we saw.
The Losa? At my home tavern?
Most we can hope for now is some peace in the Hall of Echoes.
A fan, madam? Oh, no. It isn't that I enjoy your work. I live my own with the singular hope of producing anything like
all over
that
the floor.
which you have done. Please, would you let me compose a poem for you? It would be the most tremendous honor.
Throw him in a hole for all right.
Of course! Then, allow me to begin.
A spillage all over the
The
floor.
mornings are darkest, and my crown tolls the terrible knell. When the beer ate my soul, and there's tar in my wishful mind's well, I look to the day I heard Losa the many-tongued sing. Because owning a head is a terrible thing.
What would I do without you, Crew?
Owning a head is a terrible thing.
You've got enough in front of you.
In a small country valley, after the grain harvest failed, there was little to sing about in the poor village of Dark Vale. Roll up, you bastards! Losa is coming to sing. You know an empty belly is a maudlin thing. An empty belly is a maudlin thing. And then Losa appeared! The sky cleared. I put down my beer, and she sang. And so did my heart.
Yeah? You're good with the magisters caging
And
anyone
we
up that looks
cheer.
a bit funny.
Damn right.
When the mornings are darkest, and my regrets toll the punishing bell, When the world ate my soul, and there's blood in my wishful mind's well, I look to the day I heard Losa the many-tongued sing. And I learned that a heart is a glorious thing. Owning a heart is a glorious thing.
Nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're
Lo, I am struck by stars once more.
A single tear rolls down his cheek.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. When the mornings are darkest and my crown tolls the terrible knell, when the beer ate my soul and there's tar in my wishful mind's well.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Her eyes soften and crinkle as she smiles.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. You and my Niles would get along. Nice to see an unfamiliar face. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. A fine physician indeed. That's my boy. Some say all a growing child needs is food and sunshine. I say abstinence and chastity will grow him finer than either one of those. Oh, but it's so good to meet a friend of Niles. Here, have a little something to
spillage
eat.
all over the
Niles'
floor.
favourite, you know. No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his, you know. All his instruments and books are stored away upstairs, all but forgotten. It's such a terrible waste. You could hang your hat on that. I'd love to show you, but I'm afraid I can't leave the bar unattended. This crowd isn't to be trusted. Believe you me. But I suppose, well, there's no harm, is there? You seem to be a good sort. One of Lucian's own, isn't that right? Here, take this key and head on up the stairs. You'll find Niall's room there. He'd want to know his fine things weren't languishing unappreciated in his own room.
Losa is coming to sing. You know an empty belly is a maudlin thing. An empty belly is a maudlin thing. Losa appeared!
The spirit of a magister stares dumbly at her translucent hand, the fingers of which have been sheared off.
My ring! Where's my ring?
The spirit pivots her wrist, staring at the fingerless hand, utterly, morbidly entranced.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
The spirit's lips part, trying to form an answer, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares at you, unable to find the words. The spirit stares, absorbing your question. Finally, she points her fingerless hand. Towards the kitchen.
I look to the day I heard Losa the many-tongued sing.
Ah, finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion. After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen?
And I learned that a heart is a glorious thing. Owning a heart is a glorious thing.
Here lies Patrick,
No.
prophet. He perished in this place, predicting the downfall of Brachus Rex. That's no way to die. Brachus was quite the tyrant.
And my crown tolls the terrible knell.
Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds. And the waiter won't even bring me any stew.
Owning a head is a terrible thing. In a small country valley, after the grain harvest failed, there was little to sing about in the poor village of Dark Vale. Roll up, you bastards! Nossa is coming to sing.
Then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you with, well, Void Woken?
And she sang. And so did my heart. And its cheer. And the mornings of darkest, and my regrets for punishing them. The world ate my soul, and there's blood in my
Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a Void Woken. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. Of course. We'll, discuss the specifics once you've returned. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck.